Mississippi app, and of course you can always find us too on your local SuperTalk Mississippi radio station. But don't forget to watch us so we are on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. Now, school may have been out for summer for some time, but our guest today is still riding high on ranking 8th in the world in the DECA Professional Selling Event that happened back during his senior year at Tupelo High School. Joining us is Connor O'Daniel to tell us a little bit more. Hey, Connor.
Hey, Miss Rebecca, how are you doing?
Congratulations on graduating, and congratulations on ranking in the top 10 for the second time in a row, as I have learned. So you're pretty good at this.
I am. Thank you so much. It's awesome that I've been able to do it, 2 years in a row. I didn't know what I was getting into. But yeah, I'm really happy about it.
So let's talk about it. Did I say it right? I know it stands for something. I'm going to ask you what DECA stands for, but is that how people call it for short, DECA?
Yeah, so right now it's called DECA, and it used to stand for, I believe it was Distributive Education Clubs of America, but it does not go by that anymore, and I'm not really sure why.
So it just goes, but so folks listening to Good Things, Connor, if they've got DECA clubs in their kids' school or did one, they know exactly what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, most people who are in public schools and maybe even universities and colleges should know what DECA is. It's been around for decades, and I personally didn't know what it was until I joined it, but I'm really glad that I did.
So explain it to us. If someone listening had never heard of it, or maybe it's been a while since they had a kiddo in school, what is the DECA Club? What is your guys' purpose, or I guess organization sort of do?
Yeah, so DECA is an awesome organization that exists all throughout the United States and a lot of public schools and colleges. It also exists in Canada and a lot of different countries throughout the world. But students are able to join the club, DECA, and basically what you do is you dress up in professional, suits and blazers and khakis and things like that, and you get a topic, and you go and present to a judge. And they have different competitions. So you start off with the district competition, and then you go to the state competition, and then you go to the international competition. And so this year the international competition was in Anaheim, California, and I met people from all different states and different countries even. And I've even made a few friends. I've made a friend from Montana through DECA, which is really awesome. But the point of DECA is to prepare students for the outside real world after they graduate high school and after they graduate college. And so students are prepared and know how to go into interviews and do resumes and just work with other people in a professional environment.
Which you think all high school students should be learning. They shouldn't have to take a club to do that, but I'm glad it's out there. What made you interested in it, Connor? What was it about it once you learned maybe what DECA was there at Tupelo High, where you just graduated, that kind of got you interested in joining?
Yeah, so I actually had no clue what DECA was, and so I was in a marketing class, and in order to join DECA, you had to be a part of that marketing class, and our teacher was talking to us about DECA, and she was saying that we should join it, and I had no clue what it was, and I really wasn't planning on joining it, and I was convinced to join it, and I didn't really know what I was getting into, but the more and more I learned about it, and the more and more work that I did for it and figured out about DECA, the more I loved it, and I'm really glad that I've been able to do it, and I stuck with it the sophomore year, and then I went and did it junior year, and then I did it this last senior year, and I'm glad I was able to go off with a bang, I guess.
You did. You got top 10 twice. I think you came away 8th this year in the international, and then was it 6th your highest placement your junior, or was that your sophomore year, Connor?
Yeah, I placed 6th my junior year and 8th this past senior year.
So you did that through, and I'm learning as we're going, Connor, but through like a selling event. So walk us through at least this last year. What were you like trying to sell, and sort of how do you compete in that?
Yeah, so in DECA there are over 20 different events that you can choose from, and I chose the professional selling event. There's really no reason behind that when I first chose it, but I'm like I said, I'm glad that I stuck with it. But the professional selling event has a different prompt each year, and so this year the prompt was to sell a digital marketing service to a local boutique, and so the judge whom I'm presenting to acts as if they are the owner of a local boutique, and I'm trying to sell them a digital marketing service that will boost their online sales and boost how many people visit their social media channels and things like that.
Pretty cool. Did they sell? Did you buy? I know you don't have to convince them to sign the paper, I guess theoretically, to win, but did your judge, did you make the sale to get in the top 10?
I did, actually. Usually when I do this type of event, the judge that I'm selling to, they will not sign the paper. I don't know if it's because they're not allowed to or whatever it might be, but this past year I actually had the judge sign the paper and go along with the deal, which I think helped me advance in the competition this year.
How do you prepare for this, Connor? Do you go around and try to sell like the chocolate candies from high school to your, door to door, or are you hitting up, Girl Scouts to see what their secrets are to get the cookies, sold? Like, how do you prepare for this?
Well, that would definitely be one way that you could do it. But the way that I did it is I went online and I looked at companies who are already doing, sort of something that goes along the lines of what my event is. And so I found a business or a company online that already sells digital marketing services to different businesses and companies and organizations. And I looked at their information, and I tried to not so much copy it, but be inspired by what they had on their website and understand how businesses that already exist perform in this way. Because I feel like a lot of people who do DECA think that they, have to sort of make up things from scratch. But really, what it is it's things that already exist, and you're just sort of taking information from what already exists and trying to do it in your own way.
No reason to reinvent the wheel, Connor. No reason at all.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now that you've graduated Tupelo High, again, congratulations. What's next for you? What's on the path? Are you going to still pursue business and selling and marketing, or are you taking a twist?
Well, I definitely have found a love for business and marketing throughout my time in my marketing class and throughout my time being in DECA. So in the fall, I will be attending ICC, Itawamba Community College, in Fulton, and I'm going to be majoring in marketing. And my roommate actually is a friend that I met through DECA, and we're both majoring in marketing. And I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to see where it'll take me.
Would you encourage parents listening to Good Things or students to get involved with DECA in their high school, or to encourage their students to get involved?
Yeah, I really, like I said, I didn't know what DECA was at all. But being in it for 3 years, it has helped me in tremendous ways that I didn't even realize. I've been able to, go along and formulate conversations and sentences with people in a professional way. I've been able to understand how to, keep up my professional look and when I'm in that professional environment. But I really would encourage students to join DECA because it's a sort of a step into the real world before you're actually into the real world, and it really has benefited me in so many ways that I can't even comprehend. So I would recommend any student who's maybe just now going into high school or just now learning about what DECA is to join it while they still can.
Well, I love that. Again, congratulations, Connor. Enjoy your next chapter of life. I know there's nothing but good things coming after you. And yes, keep in touch, man. If you start doing, making big sales and making big waves, you're always welcome back.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All righty. You guys stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.